Hi guys, my name is Manny Cordiel and I am going to show you how to make awesome videos using green screen like this. So let's get started. All right, so the first time you open WeVideo, this will be your welcome screen. You have your recent videos at the bottom. You have some templates here on the top. I'm not going to go through this menu because all you really need to click is in create new. Create new, and I always go to video. That's just because I want to put my media where I want it to. So I just create new video, and then I have a project called tutorial and sessions, but you probably have my project, which is that's your screen. It's totally fine. So I'm going to select the project that I want this under and then start editing. All right. Whew. I know it looks kind of, what is this? It's same thing happened to me the very first time I saw WeVideo. So nothing to preview. You mean like whatever you have down here on your layers, that's going to be your preview window. It's kind of like you're like, let's see how it looks kind of thing, right? I don't know if you're going to have folders or not because you have to create those by clicking in this area, like right click and you create folders. I like to have my stuff organized. Then you might have some files in here. These are the ones that I use the most or that I've used often. All right, and then you have all your tools on top. Then I'm not going to cover all of them. I'm just going to cover the ones that you're going to need to make a green screen. All right. Okay, and layers, I will cover layers whenever I'm working on the video. So otherwise it's going to get kind of confusing. So, all right, so let's try to recreate the video that I did for the promo video using the green screen. So to start the video, we're going to add our background of that dinosaur running behind me. Ah! So here in the stock media, if you have access to the premium version, you'll have all this stuff here. If not, you're going to have to find a picture on the web. Just make sure that you can actually use it in your video because you probably have to cite it or purchase a picture or take your own pictures. So I'm going to put forest. And then it's going to give me all kinds of things about forest, but I need a picture. So I'm going to click on that little arrow. I want images. And then here's a picture that I had. All right, so it's just a picture that you can upload. I'm going to show you how you're going to upload stuff. So you click and you drag into video layer 1. Now notice that this file, it's orange, meaning that it's highlighted, it's selected. I'm going to probably need it a little bigger because this is only, what, 5 seconds? Yeah, probably 5 seconds. So I'm just going to make it bigger just for now. Notice that whenever I go to the side, like to the edge, my cursor changes into the arrows pointing in either direction. And that's when I click and I drag as long as I want to. I notice that my preview is here. Okay, so that is layer 1. I'm going to add a second layer. Well, the layer is already done for me. But I am going to add the dinosaurs that are going to be running and fighting. Okay, so I have that in my media. When you click in my media, here's where you import. So I click import, and here you can select from your Google Drive or depending on the district, you'll have all of these or not. So when you click select, you can see like all the things that you have here. You have all the pictures that you have here, or in your downloads, things that you probably will use. And then they'll get uploaded into your folder. All right, so I already have it. Fun things, and then green screen. Here's my dinosaur. All right, my video that I have. And they're running around. And they're fighting. All right, so I'm going to click and I am going to drag to video layer 2. And notice what happens. Like, what happened to my background, Manny? You can't see it because you have to remove the green. And that's the whole point about green screen. The green screen gets removed and then you can place something else instead of it. So whenever this is highlighted, so you know it's selected. So you double click and you have options, tons of options, but I'm going to be looking at the chroma key or color keying. Same thing. Green screen feature, okay? The Google Classroom looking thing. So when you click on that, you have a dropper. So this is basically when it's telling you is like, you're going to remove, you click on the dropper and you are going to, okay, click on the dropper. There you go. Now I have the dropper. I like to select the darkest hue of green, because if you do the lightest in the middle, it kind of gets a little bit jiggity. So I'm like, So that's what I've learned. The darkest hue of green. Are you ready? Because it's going to disappear. Ready? 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 Boom. Ah! Isn't it cool? It's super easy. Boom. It's done. Alrighty. So I would like to click the fringe, because that takes out like a green aura that you have around. You can't probably see it really well. It's in like the fine touches, I guess. So I like to move these like along with these other three. I think when I have myself in the green screen, you can see it a lot better. So you might need more or less. All right, so I want to scroll down and then I'm going to click Save Changes. And now I'm going to preview my video. See? All right, so I need to cut this video because I need to add myself. All right, so I'm going to add there. So notice that my pin head, it's here and this is selected. And I am going to click on the scissors and it's going to cut that media. So I cut that. This is selected. This is the part that I want. So I'm not going to click backspace. So I click on the little piece, backspace, and it's deleted. And now I have a gap. So I click and I drag. And now my video is how I want it to. Boom. All right. So I need to add myself to that. Now this is too big. So I'm going to click. Oh, I show you how to cut and then, remove it, right? So whenever you're here in the cursor, when they're looking like that, you remember that I made my picture bigger? I'm going to go the opposite way. It goes, and there you go. Now we're the same size. So it doesn't really get cut because if you remember, this is the previous video. I put it back. It kind of is like, it's folded. It folds on the back, so it only shows the front. I love that feature. And there's always the undo button because I make lots of mistakes. Now, notice that this is green because I can place it there. I cannot place it on top or it's going to replace it. And I cannot put it in the audio layer because it's not an audio file. It's a video. All right. So now I need to add a third layer because I am missing. I am missing. So video track. Oh, let me show you what I did because I didn't tell you. You click on the plus and I'm going to add a new video layer. So video, add the track. Now I have this track, right? All right. And then I'm going to find where is, I think it's in Y green screen. Yeah, right here. This is my video that I did. So notice this is on my house. You can see that I have lights right here and it's not covered completely, which is fine. Notice the shadow. There's tons of shadow. And I did that on purpose because notice that I'm very close to the actual wall and you have shadow. So that you don't want to do that, but I'm going to show you. You can still kind of fix it. So it doesn't have to be super perfect. All right. So I'm going to bring this in and I am going to play the video until I need to cut because obviously I don't want the beginning of the video. I'm coming. There you go. Probably here. A little more whenever I'm coming in. There you go, like that. So cut, select the other piece. That's what I want to delete. Backspace, and it's gone. All right, so now let me see. This is the part that I want in my video. I go, I look at the dinosaurs, and then I'm running. And then I leave. Okay, I never really left, but that's where it's gonna be cut, okay? I couldn't see. This was a one-man show. All right, Now notice, there's a difference, right? This is a lot longer. Oh, look at that. So this is the layering. But you can see the first layer, it's the background. Then the dinosaur is sandwiched in between layer 1 and layer 3, because layer 3, it's me walking. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to double click. I have my chroma key feature already there just because that's the last one I used. And I am going to grab the dropper, click, and I'm going to click on the shadow. And it removes it. Now I have all these things right here because I need to crop it. I need to crop because I don't want my wall to look, like all jiggly like that. I can't access this thing, so I want to click here, the bottom, and it brings it up. All right, and then from here, there you go, a little bit. All right, so save changes, and look, it's all me. Do you see this aura thing that I have? I didn't click the French, now did I? Nope, I sure didn't. So now look, click. And notice how my aura is going to disappear. See, it's gone. All right. And then save changes. And I'm good to go. All right. Now, obviously, this is too long. And this does not make sense. Okay. So I want my video to be faster. And in the video that I showed you before, it was faster. So I'm going to double click. And I am going to click on the speed because I want my video to be faster. So I'm going to go just to the probably two knobs up. Save changes. Oh, that's too fast. Because notice that my file is a lot smaller. So I'm going to go one slower. There you go. I think that's perfect. I'm going to have to cut the end. But that's fine. It fits. Notice. Look at this. Okay, it doesn't make sense because I come from the middle, right? So I need to fix that. So I double click. I'm going to go to animation. Okay. I am going to start. Well, I don't see myself. So let me play the video. Okay, there you go. There I am. Okay, notice that this is blue because this is the one I selected. I am going to start and I'm going to drag myself where I want to start. So I want to start down here. All right. And then I want to end the video here. Right there. Okay. Save changes. Now see, it makes sense. It's not, but because I have to do two animations in one. Okay, so I'm running there. All right, it kind of makes sense. So I'm gonna go from the middle. Where is it when I stop and I go, ah? I think it's there. Okay, I am going, oh, I need to pause it. Okay. Go back. You have to have perfect timing. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to look back and go like, ah. Okay, down here you have your zoom. So I'm going to zoom because I need this file to be bigger so it'll be easier to manipulate. Okay, because otherwise I'm playing with this tiny little piece of media and it's hard. So I'm going to click. Okay, and this is where the engineering comes part because we're about to do numbers. I'm not great with numbers, but you need to know like your X and your Y coordinate to know where you're going to end and then start your video again. All right, so notice that the whole thing is animated, but I only want an animation, the first animation to go from this corner to the middle of the video. So once I'm in the middle of the video, I'm going to change the animation and I am going to exit. So there's going to be two animations. I'm going to remove the animation from here, but I need to know exactly where I end, when my animation ends. Okay, so I double click on that and click on the end. These are the numbers that you need. So on a piece of paper, just grab your handy dandy piece of paper, and I want to say X is 833, and then Y is 360. And the size, I am at 1%. It was like 100% because I didn't make myself smaller. Otherwise, you also need to know how small you were, because otherwise it looks like you grew or you shrunk from one end to the next. Okay, so on the end, I need to be in this location. So those are the numbers that I wrote down. Save changes. Okay, so I'm going to change the animation from here. So I double click. I am going to start. Remember, these numbers are different because I need to start where I end, because I go from the bottom left corner to the middle. That's one animation, and then my other animation is going to start from the middle to the right side. Okay, this is when it comes tricky. All right, so this is the engineering part, because you're like trying different things with numbers. 388, not minus, got to be regular. And then I have 360. Save changes. All right, and then I didn't have to save changes because I need to put at the end. I want myself to be probably out here. Okay, so notice I only changed the beginning, and at the end, I just moved myself. So now let's see how this looks. All right. You see that I'm running. So I'm probably, you can't really see myself. So I am going to end, instead of over here, I'm going to end myself over here so you can actually see me running, because you couldn't really see me running. All right, so let me go back. Okay, so you can see me running a lot better. All right, so that's the part of the animation that gets a little tricky. Okay, so this is just a fun video, but I also have some other videos that I made that are like content related. I had a picture of, the book that I read, and I'm going to drag this picture in video layer 1, and I need to rotate it. Okay, so double click. I don't need animation. I need the transform, and I am going to click on, because I'm going to rotate the picture. So I click rotate, and I'm going to make it bigger. I can do it pulling it from here, or I can make it bigger like that. So I'll probably do that, and I'm going to put it to the side. All right, and then I'm going to add myself on the green screen right here. I'm going to click save changes, and I'm going to add it to layer 2. I need to find my video and where I am reading. It's not here. White green screen. Oh, right here. This is me. Okay. I'm going to bring it down to layer 2. This is really long. I'm not going to use the whole thing. Notice that I don't have a shadow. Do you see that there's no shadow around me like you saw in the first video? Because I am far away from the green screen, and that's what you want. You need to have at least 2 to 3 steps away from the green screen so there's no shadow. All right, so I probably need to, let me see, I need to hear myself. What is it that I'm saying? Okay, there it is. So I need to go back and then find where I'm reading the text that I have on the picture, which is that night. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, they were there. Okay, so let me find that. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to cut, select what I don't want. I'm going to push Control minus because I need to make this smaller because I want to see better. There you go. It makes the screen smaller. So I bring it in. Now let's see how it reads.
Night, as he was brushing his teeth, there were
There you go. So cut. I delete what I don't want. I go back at the bottom of the picture, and I need to make it the same size. Okay. All right. Now I need to remove the green, and I need to crop the sides. So I double click. I click on cropping. I remove these. I remove these, and now it's cropped. If I go into the color keying, see, you can already see the book. And I click on the darkest hue, let's say this one. Boom, now I'm there. Notice that you see a little bit of green. It's easier to see here. There you go, you can still kind of see a little bit, especially right here, because it's of the glare. All right, save changes. And I'm going to move myself because it's not centered. Okay, so transform. I want me like right here. Okay, so notice that I recorded myself and I cut off some of my head. So I need to move it up so it looked like I did it on purpose, even though I didn't do it on purpose. There you go. Alrighty, so save changes. And now here is my video.
As he was brushing his teeth, there, we're there.
All right. So that's how you do green screen in WeVideo.